Amir, how your preparations gone for the fight next week?
Yeah, I mean, already, they've gone brilliant. I mean, working very hard. Just got back from San Francisco now with Virgil. We've been training very hard, Virgil's been pushing me. I've had great sparring over there as well with Angulo, Stan. One of my sparring partners has come with me because I still have a week left of sparring over here. Plus, we've got a week's left of training over here as well with Virgil. So the whole camp's here now. We've bought the strength conditioner with us. He's on the next flight here with us. So yeah, we're ready. We've done all the hard work in San Francisco. It's all about tapering now, doing everything perfect, being smart, not making any mistakes, and making the weight right.
Is that the big thing over the next week or so, getting the weight right?
That's right. The main thing is making the weight right, which is really not a problem. Plus, it's going to be more about just chilling out, watching videos of Julio Diaz, seeing what he does right, what he does wrong, and making sure my game plan's strong.
It's a homecoming fight, Amir, but it's a lot more important than that, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not fighting back in England for the last 2 years, so it's going to be good for me to come back in front of my home fans and put on a great performance. Plus, on top of that, this fight is going to take me back to the world titles that I want to win, and so it's a fight that I need to win, and no mistakes. But it's going to be tough. Julio Diaz is going to come ready. He's had some good performances in the last few fights, and had a good draw against Sean Porter, who I know quite well, and I used to train with him, and I think he's a good fighter. Plus, this fight is made at 143 pounds, which is 3-4 pounds above the normal fight limit. The weight limit. The reason is because there was no one to face in the 140 pound division. We tried to get fighters, they kept denying the fight. It's very hard to get an opponent, but now we've got one. We're going to be focused on him, and we're not going to look any further than this fight. We want to win this fight and then, see where we go from here.
How much pressure is there on you, being if one more defeat, what it would do to your career?
Definitely, one more defeat will probably finish me, to be honest with you. We cannot even think about having a defeat again or suffering a defeat. That's why I've trained so hard. I've trained ever so hard this camp. Probably one of the toughest camps I've had with Virgil. I went even earlier in the camp. I went early in the camp because I wanted to work on new things. So I'm not rushed to anything. I've had some good sparring partners helping me out as well, like Angulo, who's a tough guy, big guy, pressure fighter, just like Julio Diaz is. Probably gives more pressure. Plus, I've got Stan, who's more of a boxer, who's come with me over here. So we've not made any mistakes in the camp. I mean, we've not cheated ourselves. We've done everything perfect, and we're going to go into this fight ready.
How good is it having a second camp behind you with Virgil? Do you feel as if you know him a lot better than you did after the Molina fight?
Yeah, definitely. One reason with that part is I'm taking the training from the first camp into the second fight, into this second camp as well. So I already, I've had 9 weeks with him. I've just put another 10 weeks on top of that. I'm only getting better, and I can see myself changing as a fighter, thinking more, being smart, and hopefully come fight now, we're going to put all that together.
How much easier is it for you being in America but staying in one place all the time? In the past, when you was at Freddie's, you was going from coast to coast in America, or even going to the Philippines. How much better is it for you being at one base?
It's amazing to be in one base. I mean, it's one gym. That's why. I mean, we might change gyms around, but in the same area. We don't have to travel too far. We stay very close. I still stay in the same house. So yeah, sometimes when I used to travel to the Philippines and fly to different countries and like Vegas in between training camp, I think that does you quite bad. But whereas this time, I was in one place, one destination. I've got no excuse. I've had great preparation for this fight. So yeah, I think it's better for me to be in one destination and one area.
What's the big difference between fighting in England and fighting in Vegas over the final couple of weeks?
I mean, fighting at home is home. I mean, it's brilliant to fight at home in front of your home fans. I love fighting in front of them. And fighting in Vegas is amazing as well, because Vegas is probably the mecca of boxing, and to fight there, I've had numerous fights over there, and it's been brilliant. But I think home's home. I'm not fought here for such a long time. I lost that feeling, So I want that feeling again. I want to see how it feels, and I want to put on a fight in front of my home fans, and that's what I want to do.
What have you've been away for 8 weeks? What have you missed more than anything else?
I mean, I miss my parents, my friends, living at home, sleeping in my bed at home. I mean, I miss a lot of things, But hopefully, after the fight, I can say it was well worth it, because we want to get a good win out of this, and there are going to be a lot of sacrifices you have to make, when you fight, and if you want to be a champion again, and these are sacrifices I'm making.
And what's it going to be like if you're looking after Harry in the next 2 weeks before his debut?
Yeah, I'm sure Harry's going to be fine. He knows what he needs to do, because Harry's been around me from my first professional fight, so I'm sure he's soaked that up as well, and he knows exactly what to expect. He'll be fine as long as he trains hard, works hard, and stays professional. He'll be perfect. He just has to stick to the game plan. If his first couple of fights are going to be fights that are going to be tough, because he's never fought without the head guard on. But I'm sure he'll be fine. He's got me helping him, supporting him, advising him. Also, he's got Virgil who will help out, and he's got a great trainer, Oliver Harrison, because Oliver is a guy who helped me turn from the amateurs to professional. So he's got a good camp around him, and if he needs any advice, I'm there for him.
And how are you and Oliver now?
Oliver, cool. Oliver's a great trainer. I still talk to him. I'm going to go probably this week. I'll pop into the gym, probably give him a surprise visit, maybe do a session there, take Virgil with me there as well. But yeah, Oliver's a great guy. I think he's one of the best trainers in Britain, and it's great that Harry's working with him.
And finally, glad to be home.
Yeah, it's very good to be home. See so many faces and see fans and people coming over to you and say hi, taking pictures and saying they're looking forward to the fight. It's great promotion for the fight. Plus, it's good to see my family. That's the main thing. And be home and sleep in my home bed, in my bed at home, because I miss my bed. I never sleep in it because I'm always away traveling. Even if it's not for training camp, it's for other things. So it's good to be home.